Welcome
to Shamba Shape Up.
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences
on the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Hello and welcome
to Shamba Shape Up.
We are on our way to Nakuru County to meet a young lady just starting out in farming.
Although she's young in years, this lady has a lot of responsibilities.
While she manages her sister-in-law's shamba,
she still works at her own shamba.
And so we want to see how we can help
turn this young lady
into an old hand in farming. Let's go.
Let me drive.
Ooh. Well, this is going to be a Shamba Shape Up for the ladies. I like it.
And here she is, 30-year-old Kate. She not only runs 2 farms, she has 2 children as well.
She's helped by her cousin Mary Ann, who has a 2-year-old girl.
So it's family and farming that unites these 2 hardworking young ladies.
Kate's farm is around 5 acres and features a lot of different activities.
There are 10 dairy cows.
There are goats. Goat milk is very delicious.
Last season, Kate planted maize.
And she even has time for kienyeji chicken.
With so much going on, I'm sure there's some help we can provide.
Let's meet Kate and find out.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I can see you're feeding your chicken.
Yes.
They look so good. What do you think, Tony?
Thank you,
they look so happy. May I have a go at feeding them?
It's okay.
This is nice.
Yes.
There we go.
Wow.
So, Kate, like any other farmer, I'm sure you do have some challenges in your shamba.
Yes. My chickens are being eaten by eagles.
Okay.
So that's why you're trying to fence up here.
Yes.
And it's not yet finished, is it?
No, it's not yet finished.
We will do something about that.
Thank you about it.
So, Kate, do you have any other challenge?
I have challenges with my cows.
All right.
Their production is a bit low.
Yes.
But don't worry, because we have come with our expert.
We are going to make sure you're fully shaped up.
I enjoy watching Shamba Shape Up because when they find a farmer having challenges, they help out with the challenge, which is a very good thing. I like Tony. Yes. He's more funnier than Carol, I think so.
So, let's pitch the tent and get ready for work. Our first expert today is Jackie Kiprono from CKL Africa. We want to help Kate increase her cow's milk production. But Jackie has already spotted some problems. Good management is a vital step for getting higher milk yields, and Kate's cow shed needs some improvement. The calf pen is not safe. It has some broken wires that could injure the animal, and the roof has holes that can let in water. The floor has too many holes and craters, meaning slurry can accumulate and not run off into the drains. And the drainage channels are blocked, meaning the slurry cannot escape from the cow pen. Although there are sleeping mats, which is great, there is water underneath. This encourages pests and diseases. So, the roof over the sleeping area needs to be extended to keep out the rain. Jackie!
Yeah, Tony.
Hi!
How are you?
My main challenge is that I have low yield of milk.
How many liters are you getting?
20 liters.
20 liters from how many milking cows?
3.
From 3. Is that good?
No, not really.
What can she get from 3 cows?
A lot of milk. You know, you can increase a lot of milk from your 3 cows by doing a very good management, breeding and nutrition.
A good breed of cow that is well managed can produce 20 liters of milk or even more per day. So, from your observation, what have you seen?
There's a lot of management issues to be fixed.
That means lots of work for the Shamba Shape Up team.
Yes.
And you'll come back and inspect later on. So give us some time to do it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Time for Caris and the team to improve hygiene in the cow shed. Without good hygiene, it's impossible to get good amounts of milk. In fact, general management, including feeds, account for 60% of total milk production, with the other 40% down to genetics. So for now, we'll leave Caris to get on with the work, and we'll be back later to discuss the genetics.
While Tony helps with cow's nutrition, I'm going to help with child nutrition. I've asked Eunice Taruru from the county government and Evangeline Ginya from Nutrition International to help explain the importance of good, healthy eating. It's important for all ages, but especially for our young. Good nutrition in children helps stop them getting diseases. It also builds brain and body development and boosts energy levels. Ladies!
Yes.
How's it going?
We are good.
I can see you ready and waiting.
Today we are going to learn about the different food groups and how you combine them to ensure that by the end of the day you have been able to provide all the nutrients that your child requires in the right quantities.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many groups do we have, Eunice?
Because today we are dealing with children, we are going only to deal with 7 of them.
Kindly tell us about the 7 food groups.
So this is our group 1 of foods made up of grains and grain products and starchy foods. This is our group 2 of the foods. These are pulses and legumes and nuts and seeds. Then our third group is the dairy products. We have some fresh milk here and some yogurt. Then our group 4 is fleshy foods. You can see we have some beef and some chicken. Then our group 5 is the eggs. Eggs can be from different sources. You have duck eggs, we have chicken eggs.
Yes.
And this is group 6. We have the green leafy vegetables and orange and yellow fruits and vegetables. Then our group 7, we call it other fruits and vegetables. You can see we have some danias, we have hohos, tomatoes, and some bananas.
I can even see avocado here.
And avocado. Yes.
All right, okay. How do you combine these foods together to make sure that our children are getting the best meal?
So how we do that is by ensuring that every day your child has eaten foods from at least 4 of these food groups. Yeah, you don't have to provide everything every day, but what we say is that choose foods from at least 4 food groups, ensuring that you have variety. If, for example, you choose from here today, you choose bananas, tomorrow try to choose a different food.
This is great. But how do parents know for certain their children are having a healthy diet?
We have a growth monitoring booklet that a mother is given from the time she starts her ANC clinic, and that book will monitor your kid for 5 years. So, and this we do on monthly basis.
Children should be taken to their local maternal and child health clinic to check their weight and height. This will tell you if your child is growing well, as shown in this line. Checking on weight and height, is that the only way that you can monitor the growth of our children?
No, we have the work tape, which is a tool used to screen malnutrition. It's the mid-upper arm circumference, whereby you take from here, and then you put it at the middle of the arm.
Okay.
So we take it like this, and when it is at green, it is
Fine.
abnormal.
Okay.
When it is at yellow, we take intervention.
Interventions.
If this arrow points at red, then that kid is malnourished.
Malnourished.
Yes.
To avoid child malnutrition, you can plant a kitchen garden. This helps make sure your child gets healthy food to eat. Now, as Eunice leaves us to get back to work, Evangeline Ginya is going to show us how to cook a typical healthy meal. As we prepare, let's see how Tony is getting on in the cowshed.
Very well, Caro. Thank you. While Kate was learning all about child nutrition, Caris and the team have completed the improvements to the cowshed, laying the foundation for good nutrition in cows. The calf pen has a new roof and the wire mesh has been made safe. The floor is even and the holes have been filled in. The drainage channels are clear. And the roof over the sleeping area has been enlarged to stop water getting under the sleeping mats. Now for the second part of good management is to ensure the cow has good nutrition. For extra protein, mix 5 kilograms of Cooper Cooler Advance in 70 kilos of dairy meal. This gives the cow energy, helps build bones and repair muscles. And don't forget Diamond V. This ensures the fodder is broken down in the cow's stomach so it gets maximum benefits from its food. And it boosts immunity as well. Mix 8 tablespoons in the same 70 kilos of dairy meal. Once your mixture is ready, give 2 kilograms for a cow producing 5 to 7 liters of milk. As the milk yield rises, give an additional 1 kilogram of the mixture for every 2 extra liters of milk. Keep increasing until the milk yield stops rising. Okay, the final step in getting high milk yield is good breeding. Now, what does Jackie recommend?
She will need to use CRV bulls. CRV.
What is CRV?
CRV bulls are very good bulls from Coopers, CKL Africa. What we have in CRV catalog is a list of bulls. And what we do is we check what the farmer needs to improve for better yields of milk.
For instance, she wants to increase her yield of milk. What would you recommend she goes for?
A very good bull called Delta Fisherman.
Yes.
The production is very high, fertility is perfect, longevity. A cow, it can stay in your farm for longer and serve you better. Again, it has a very good health, harder health, hoof health, very good bull.
With happy and well-fed cows, Kate now needs to select a bull from CRV that will give a cow with big udders, strong back legs, and good width across the back. The semen has also been sexed, which means Kate will get a heifer for certain. And if our farmer Kate here does what you have just said, would she expect a good milk production?
Very good.
So, the cows are sorted. Now let's see how to do healthy cooking using food from 4 of the 7 child food groups. That is, vegetables, eggs, spinach, and bananas.
You just put enough water just to cover them, to make them well cooked and to leave them soft, because we don't want to lose any nutrients as we are discarding the water for our children. So we mash it nicely. So our bananas are now well done. So we will prepare some stew. We will put some onions in the sufuria. So we will fry them until they are golden brown. We can put our tomatoes and capsicum. When we are preparing food for the children, we fry the food with oil and ensure that that food is tasty. Don't give them food without salt. Salt is good for them, first of all for taste. And also the salt that we have in Kenya is fortified with iodine, which helps in preventing goiter. Yes.
So is our mixture ready?
Yes, our mixture is ready. Now we can add our eggs.
Okay.
We have 4 eggs. We are making a meal for 2 children, so this should be enough. So we will cover our food and give it a few minutes, then we'll check whether it's ready.
So you're ready to prepare our spinach?
Yes, we are. So our spinach is green. It's very rich in vitamin A. So as we are cooking, we will ensure that we are trying as much as possible to preserve the nutrients. Then we will stir. Then we will cover and give it 2 minutes.
Is it ready?
Our food is ready. We can serve our food.
So remember we said we do not just heap the food on the plate.
We have to ensure that our food is well presented so that our babies can enjoy the food.
Wow, it looks delicious.
Sure it does.
And there we are. Healthy food so our children grow tall and strong.
Carol!
Yes, Tony.
How's it going?
The going is perfect. We've learned on food nutrition for children.
Speaking of nutrition, milk. Our farmer is on her way to getting lots of milk.
But don't go away. Coming up after the break,
Planning finances ahead of planting.
and then how to plant, but without getting weeds.
Welcome back.
To Shamba Shape Up.
We are in Nakuru.
And we are visiting Gatwiri Gotonga.
Still to come, how to plan your finances ahead of planting.
And then how to plant, but without weeds.
No time to waste.
Let's get working.
Planting is an expensive time for busy farmers. Kate and her cousin Mary Ann are no exception. especially when there's a family and children to look after. To help us understand financial planning, here's a financial expert, Mika Momanyi from the Kenya Women's Finance Trust. I'm going to help Kate, while Caro is going to bring an expert to help Mary Ann. So, we'll see her later. Mika, this is our farmer, Kate. And just like any other farmer, she's going through some challenges, especially right now during planting season. So, Kate, what challenge are you facing right now?
The challenge is the inputs are quite expensive. Yes.
And do you have a savings account?
No, I don't have a saving account for my farm.
So, Mika, why is it important for farmers to have a savings account?
We usually say when a farmer opens an account to save, the money is safe at the bank. Yeah, the other importance of saving is that after harvesting, farmers usually have plenty. So we encourage them to save that money so that they can use it to buy input for the next crop season. And the savings also earn interest when banked with us. Your savings grows as the times goes on. You can also use that savings to get a loan, because every bank usually look for the bank statements. If Kate comes to us and opens an account and starts saving, we'll look at the savings trend at that account, and it will help her to get a loan, either to buy more inputs at the farm and so on.
So let's take a case of Kate here who wants to start planting maize very soon. How would you assist her?
Input financing now, whereby we can do it on two parts. We can either give her cash to go and buy the seeds, or we can disburse that loan in kind. In kind is whereby we pay the supplier to bring the seeds.
To the shamba?
To the shamba.
Will the farmer pay immediately after you have given the loan, or after he or she has harvested the maize?
There are two types of payments in KWFT. There's that one we call monthly payment, whereby you can use other proceeds from other farm activities. Maybe you have cows, you have sold your milk. You can be channeling your monthly installment to KWFT, or you can do a bullet payment. This bullet payment is whereby you get your loan, you go, you plant everything. Now when you harvest, you come and clear everything, because you could have sold your outputs. So you come and clear once.
Now, supposing a farmer has taken a loan, or they have used their savings to buy the inputs, and then there is a bad harvest, what happens?
We also have an insurance for our crops. In case the crops fails, the insurance will take care of that.
So now we'll go and do some planting.
Thank you.
Right. Some banks like KWFT not only provide loans, they give agricultural advice too. But as we go to the field, first, let's take a quick check on this week's weather forecast.
Welcome to the Shamba Shape Up farming news for Kenya. In the coming week, we expect very little rain or no rain across Kenya, except in the western parts. There will be pockets of rain of less than 15 millimeters in the northern tip of Turkana and parts of Taita Taveta and Kajiado. Mount Kenya and central Kenya counties such as Laikipia, Nyeri, Murang'a and Embu will see no rain or very little rain of less than 15 millimeters. Nairobi, Machakos and Kiambu will also receive no rain or very little rain of less than 15 millimeters. North Rift and Central Rift Valley is expected to be dry with very little rain of less than 5 millimeters in some areas. This includes West Pokot, Trans Nzoia, Marakwet and Baringo. South Rift Valley, starting from Nakuru, Kericho, Bomet and Narok, will have rainfall of up to 25 millimeters. Western and Nyanza region counties expect very little rain of less than 15 millimeters. This includes Busia, Kakamega, Siaya and Homa Bay. Migori, Kisii and Nyamira may get rains of up to 25 millimeters. Farmers grow drought-tolerant crops like millet, sorghum and cassava to cope with climate change and unpredictable rains. For more specific weather for your area, get in touch with iShamba on 0711 082 606. I am Brenda. See you next week on the Shamba Shape Up farming news for Kenya.
Okay, let's hope the weather is good for planting near where you live. Here in Nakuru, we are ready to start. Mika, as you can see, Caro has done a good job.
Yeah, the farm now is ready for maize.
Now show us how to plant maize. A small demonstration.
Okay, thank you. Now we start with the row.
Come help me, Kate.
It has to be straight.
So that's our first line, yeah?
Yeah. Then we do the holes now.
Our holes should be what space?
From hole to hole is 1 foot.
1 foot. How deep?
1 to 2 inches.
Why is it important to have the space?
The spacing will help us know for the plants not to compete for nutrients.
So I think our row is ready.
We are going now to measure from line to line.
Line to line.
And line to line we say it's 75 centimeters.
75. That's good. So now make more holes.
Yeah, we repeat the same.
So Mika, our rows are ready. What do we do next?
Now we start with the fertilizer. We need 1 teaspoon per hole.
Teaspoon, yes.
Or others use a bottle top cup.
Like what we're having here?
Yeah, that one is 1 teaspoon.
Just like that?
Yes, as you continue.
Why is this important?
It is important because we want to improve the soil fertility.
During planting, make sure you use a planting fertilizer like TSP or DAP. Okay, what's next? Yes.
If the rain were not near, what we could have done is mixing soil with the fertilizer. But because the rain are near, it can rain maybe today or tomorrow, we just put the seeds.
Always use certified seeds. That way you only need to place 1 seed per hole. It's guaranteed to germinate. We've made our holes, we put fertilizer in, we put the seeds in. What do?
We cover the holes with a fine soil, not too much.
Fine soil.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Now our farm is okay. We wait for the rains.
We wait for the rains. And with your support, she's going to get a good produce?
Of course, yes.
Okay, with the maize planted, we want to make sure we don't get any weeds damaging our crop. So, Caro has brought Kate's cousin Marianne to find out how from Emmanuel Lagat, our expert from Syngenta.
Well, the biggest challenge in this shamba is the weeds. And the rate at which they grow is very fast. We usually use the traditional way. Yeah.
Using hands?
Yeah, and djembe. We keep on repeating because the weeds keep on growing.
Hands and the djembe.
Yeah.
Well, some people even use the pangas.
Yeah.
All right, so that's basically what you do.
Yeah.
And has it been effective?
Well, in the long run, it's a bit expensive because we have to bring back them to plow every now and then, which is a bit costly for us. Yeah. And we will try to simplify that. We would really wish to save the cost.
The cost.
Yeah.
And of course also time. It wastes a lot of time if you
Yeah.
have to keep using your hands.
Yeah.
So for us, we have come with the solution of reducing that cost of weeding or controlling the weeds. And that is why we are here today to make you understand the use of different herbicides that we use to control the weeds.
All right.
Yes, yes, yes.
So how many types of herbicides do we have?
Today we are looking at the pre-emergent and the early post-emergent in terms of weed control on a maize field.
To control weeds, either choose the pre-emergent herbicide if the maize has just been planted, or choose the post-emergent herbicide if the maize has already sprouted.
So for pre-emergent herbicide, as Syngenta, we have a product called Primagram Gold. For early post-emergent, we have a product called Lumax. The two products is recommended to be used on maize crop only.
When exactly do we apply the pre-emergent?
So for pre-emergent, we apply immediately after planting.
It is important to mix the herbicide correctly. Add 300 milliliters of herbicide to 20 liters of water. But can the herbicide be sprayed immediately?
There must be moisture, enough moisture. It does not have to be flooded with a lot of water, because if it is waterlogged, it will dilute that chemical and you will not get efficacy of the chemical.
So do we really need to water it, or we can use the morning dew? Because in this area, during the morning times, there is a lot of water. Yeah.
The moisture, what we mean by moisture being sufficient is when you hold that the soil, it does not loosen. So this is not the right condition. But when you hold it and it is not breaking, that is the right time. If it is the dew is sufficient to make a ball like that, a lump, that is the right time to do the application.
So I should not assume.
You should not assume. Okay. Yes.
Okay, but for how long does the pre-emergent herbicide kill the weeds?
Like for pre-emergent, you will get up to 3 months control efficacy of the product. So the product will be in control for 3 months. After 3 months, it will break down, and then the weeds will now start sprouting. But the advantage of that is that at 3 months, the crop will be way above, and the canopy of the plant will prevent, even when there is germination of the weeds, it will not affect the crop. Yeah.
If the maize has already sprouted, then this is when farmers should use the second herbicide, the early post-emergent. Mix 400 ml into 20 liters of water and spray. But again, timing is critical.
So for the early post-emergent, there are 2 things that you need to consider that are critical. If it is a grass weed, the size of the weed should not be more than 3 leaves for you to get effective control. Because if you come later at 4 leaf stage of the grass weeds, the crop tends to be more hardy and hard to control. On the broad-leaved weeds, because broad-leaved weeds are easier to control compared to grass weeds, the leaf stage should be at most from 4 leaves to 6 leaves. You will get good control. So the timing is key.
So how long does it control these weeds for after you've applied?
It will give you up to 4 months control of the weeds.
So, this is great news for Marianne. She used to employ laborers to weed, but now, thanks to the herbicide, her costs will come down and time will be saved, which means more profit. And not only that, using a herbicide means minimum tillage. There's no need to turn the soil, losing valuable moisture. With climate change in mind, this means extra insurance during periods of drought.
But that's not all. While Caro and I were helping with the maize, Carice has been working hard, getting the chicken house all fixed up. No more eagles stealing the chickens. Just the door to go, and it's finished.
There you are, Caro.
Tony, how's it going, babe?
Very good, and you look happy.
I am so happy because I think we've done an awesome job.
Let's hear it from our farmers. How was your experience, Kate?
I am very happy for you guys to come to this place.
And you, Marianne?
It was very educative.
Wow.
I'm glad.
Well, our work here is done, and we'll see you in the next
Shamba!